Where is everybody?
I don't know. I just arrived myself.
Oh, well, shouldn't there be more paying customers? Or...
The bartender mentioned it was a private party, so.
Are you invited too?
No, I'm actually just here to see Luke.
Oh.
Obviously, you were invited.
Yeah, I assumed my invitation was from Sonny, but...
Yeah, that would be a safe guess. Wouldn't surprise me if you rented out the whole house just to impress you.
Yeah, sounds like Sonny.
Yes, it does. Well, I'd rather not be here when he arrives, so if you see Luke, just tell him he can reach me at home.
Okay, sure.
Oh, before I go, as co-owner of this establishment, however reluctant, I present $50 in chips to the Quartermain heiress to share with her even more loaded boyfriend. There you go.
Thank you.
Have fun, okay?
Get away from her.
Sonny, don't.
You're not with Emily anymore. You threw her out like trash. You can't just get her back.
Put the bottle down.
I should probably cut your throat is what I should do.
Sonny, for God's sakes.
Don't you
I
ever...
need help over here.
Wait a minute! Don't you ever put your hands on her again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Boss, that is enough. Let it go.
You
Let
know
it
what,
go.
Sonny? You need to be committed. You are insane.
What did you say?
I said you're
Nicholas, please
insane.
don't provoke him.
Oh, you gonna take his side now, Emily?
Max, I need you to take him home.
Come on, boss. Let's...
You're not coming with me? Okay, let's go. Let's go. That's fine.
What are you doing?
I'm calling the police. I want that psycho arrested.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
You tell me why I shouldn't call the police right now. Sonny could have killed me, or whoever else was standing next to you.
You don't understand.
No, oh, no, I understand, Emily. Sonny is an animal who needs to be locked up behind bars.
It's not Sonny's fault.
It's not Son- Are you seriously gonna make excuses for what just happened here?
I'm trying to explain. Sonny has a medical condition. It's a chemical imbalance.
What?
I've been talking to Lainey. I'm working on getting Sonny treatment. This is terrible, and I'm so sorry that you were involved, but...
I'm not worried about me, Emily. You tell me. What if he flips out on you like that one day? Huh?
Sonny would never
Right,
hurt
he won't. You don't know that. There isn't a rationalization in this world that can convince me that you're safe with that maniac. Give me the phone. Call the police.
Nicholas, I'm begging you. I get that you're scared for me. I know it looks like a volatile situation. It is. But Sonny poses no danger to me. If you trust me at all, if you believe anything that I've learned from the past 2 years, then you will stay out of this and let me handle it. Phyllis, look at me. You owe me this.
You have to swear to me that if he ever hits you, threatens you, or even looks like he will, you run away and you call me.
It won't come to that.
I swear it, Emily, or I call Lucky right now.
Okay,
Swear it.
I swear. But I know Sonny better than I've ever known anyone. He won't hurt me.
Huh? Better than you've known anyone? You better be damn sure of that.
I told you it was part of your job description. You go tattletaling to Jason like I'm some 4-year-old kid.
Then what am I supposed to do? Boss,
seriously just ordered me to kill Nicholas Cassidy.
And I meant it.
Well, I'm sorry for saying it, but that is the worst idea I've ever heard. Killing Nicholas is going to start a whole new kind of war. The Cassidines have connections every bit as lethal as ours. You don't need this trouble. Neither does Emily. Fine. Don't kill him. I don't care. And don't call Jason. Don't do anything. Sir.
Is everything all right?
That's fine, right, boss? Yeah.
I spoke with Nicholas, and he agreed not to press charges.
In exchange for what?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. Don't stand there and pretend you don't know what Nicholas wants. You give it to him?
You're gonna have to stop this! I can't take it anymore! I can't!
Glad my brother didn't know how good he had it.
Must we discuss Sonny at the bar?
Speak with respect when you talk about the boss.
No, I'm serious. Carly was perfect for Sonny. You know, her non-stop dysfunction, her constant scheming and fighting. He thrived on that. His only mistake was, and please, no offense, Nicholas, because it seems Max was a little enraged at what I said earlier. His only mistake was getting involved with Emily. She is far too sweet and pure to be with him.
Yeah. Well, you want to do everything right for Emily. Give her everything she deserves, and your own faults get in the way of that. Then you fall in love with her anyway, so.
Angel's too pure. You're doomed to screw up, and when you do, you hate yourself. Ah, those women are a trap. One way to go is a bad girl.
Yeah.
Here's my words of wisdom.
Oof. Gotcha. Now look. The idea is to stay asleep when you take a nap, okay? You understand? I know it's been a difficult transition for you. And Carly may well have upset you, but you're all right now. So go to sleep.
You're getting to be an old hand at that.
Hi. Didn't expect to see you.
Yeah, I came by on impulse.
Well, can it wait a minute while I get him his bottle?
Yeah, words I never thought I'd hear.
Mind holding for me?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'd be glad to.
There you go. Gotcha. There you go. All right.
You know, I knew your daddy when he didn't even know how to make toast. But look at him now, huh? What's wrong? Did John spit up on me or something?
No. That's just thinking how beautiful you look holding him. Almost as if you're a mother yourself.
It's the hormones.
I'm sorry. I don't follow.
When women hold babies, it's beautiful. They can't help but feel maternal. Right?
No, I think it's more than that. You're gentle, nurturing, a natural caregiver, I think.
Looks like I got here just in time.
So what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, I told you at Kelly's that, Sonny started therapy, at my insistence, and, it's brought up some stuff about my own sessions, after the rape.
Yeah, I know that was a painful time for you.
I learned, so much about myself and why I was reacting to things the way I did. And I should have shared it with you sooner.
It's all right.
No, Nicholas, it's not. I kept things from you because I didn't want to hurt you. Yeah, through no fault of your own. You looked like my rapist. You didn't deserve my fear. But you were kind. and patient and loving. And you did everything you could to make sure that I was safe. And instead of opening up to you and telling you about it, I pushed you away. And I never realized how unfair it was. Sonny's struggling with therapy because it's making him face things about himself and his past that he doesn't want to look at. And, you know, I want to help him, but there's just so much that he isn't telling me. It's exactly what I did to you.
Emily, the whole point was for you to focus on your own recovery, not take care of me.
You were my husband, Nicholas. I should have found a way to let you in. You know, instead I pushed and I pushed until you were gone. I'm so sorry. I know what that feels like now.
I'm sorry I couldn't find a way to help you.
Sorry. Didn't realize you were still here. I just put John down for his nap and I wanted to get him his little dog.
No, it's all right. I was just leaving.
No, there's no rush.
No. I have, you know, things to do. Thank you so much for listening. Okay. Bye.
I don't know, I'm partial to this one. What do you think? Nice frame, place of honor over here on the mantle, perhaps?
I'm not sure, sir. Can't put my finger on it, but something is missing, most definitely.
What do you mean, what's missing?
Nicholas! Got here as soon as I could. What do you need?
In general or specifically?
Did you not leave me a message saying that you needed my help with something?
No. Oh, what a coincidence. Alfred has put out tea for two.
Never hurts to be prepared for the unexpected. Enjoy.
I'm sorry. I had no idea that Alfred had a second career as a matchmaker.
No, I'm not offended. In fact, a cup of tea sounds great.
Yeah, you sure? I mean, don't feel obligated to stay or anything because...
No, I really like to. Someone's cranky for his nap in this one.
John's usually quite patient. When it comes to sleepy time, forget about it.
No, I meant you. Look at that.
That's it. Alfred is banished from taking photos from now on.
Why?
He's a sly old dog, that Alfred. He likes to wait until I look my most hapless, and then he freezes that moment for posterity, hoping that I'll come to my senses and realize that what we need around here is a mother figure.
Well, you have Colleen.
Mother figure, not nanny. In the world, according to Alfred, there's a distinct difference.
Yeah, he does seem rather, correct.
Yes, he does, to say the least. I must be his waking nightmare.
Why is that?
Well, the fencing, the Latin, the classic education that my uncle put so much stock in. It doesn't do a whole lot of good when you're trying to figure out what an infant needs. Yeah. I'm still clumsy as a father, and that's being kind.
Oh, Nicholas, you're too hard on yourself. The most important thing in any child's life is knowing that it's loved, and you've got that face covered in spades, and the rest you learn as you go. And, meanwhile, you've got Colleen, and from what I can see, she's wonderful with John and not.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for Colleen, but Alfred's right. There's a difference between someone who's getting paid to take care of your child and someone who's doing it just because she loves him. And the whole situation is just, it's ironic to me. I mean, I'm in a position to give my son every opportunity, every material thing that he could ever want and need. And I'd trade it all in a heartbeat, Emily. In a heartbeat.
Sorry to interrupt. I've been asked to relay a message post-haste.
Okay, what's going on?
Dr. Scorpio says you're to pick her up at hospital for your dinner tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Wow, looks like Alfred's concern was premature. Are you dating the doctor and all that?
No. Robin and I are friends, certainly not dating. And this dinner, I don't know, it kind of comes out of nowhere.
Well, I think you two would be great together.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, I've got to work today, and you have to get ready for your non-date.
Thanks for having tea with me.
Oh, no. I'd love to come by anytime. Do you mind if I take one of these?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Of course.
All right.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Thanks. Okay.
It's really not a date.
Well, make it one. Nicholas, you never know where it could lead. Bye.
Perfect timing. I need some information.
Yeah. How can I help? Oh, gorgeous flowers.
Robin's from Nicholas. What do you know about their relationship?
You mean currently?
Well, let's start with history and then we'll work forward from there.
Well, Nicholas and Robin are friends, and they have been for a long time.
Close?
I'd say so. I mean, Robin wasn't a musketeer, but...
Wait. Hey, you mean Mickey Mouse?
As in four is me, Nicholas, Lucky, and Elizabeth. Yeah. How far-ranging do you want this history to be?
Just Robin and Nicholas, and I'm sorry I interrupted.
No. Anyway, Nicholas was shot once. He had a stroke and developed aphasia, and he locked himself away at Windermere. He shut everyone out of his life except Robin, and because of her, Nicholas learned to speak again.
So he's indebted to her.
More so than ever, especially since Robin told Nicholas that John is his son.
Were they ever romantically involved?
You know, I'm not really sure. Neither one has admitted it, but, they did spend a lot of time alone together in that house, and, Windermere isn't all doom and gloom. I mean, in some ways it can be incredibly romantic. The lake is right there, and the cliffs and the horses, and, warm summer nights, the scent of flowers just drifts through. Yeah, we all had crushes on Nicholas. Yeah, Robin might have too.
You and Nicholas were married at one time, but does it bother you that they're getting closer?
I don't know that they are, but if it bothers you as much as it seems, then maybe you should be having this conversation with Robin. I don't know.
Okay, if I could give you one piece of advice from what I've learned, it's that people aren't psychic, Robin. If you love someone, then you have to tell them how you feel.
I loved him.
If you just care about him, even a little, you have to be honest about your hopes and expectations. And then that leaves the door open for him to be honest with you.
So I have to tell him that I want a relationship with him?
If that's how you feel.
What if he says it'll never happen?
Well, wouldn't you rather know that now than have your hopes dashed months from now when you're even more deeply attached to him?
Good point. Great advice.
What are friends for, huh?
You really are a very wise and insightful man.
I learned my lessons the hard way.
I should talk to Patrick.
Yeah, no problem. I'll take care of Carly. Thank you for an interesting evening.
I'm sorry. I know it's probably really boring rambling on about Patrick.
No, feel free to bore me anytime you want.
Well, watch out. I might take you up on that.
Okay. And for what it's worth, I hope that Patrick realizes how fortunate he is to have you. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Nicholas. Hi.
Hi.
I thought your dinner with Robin was going to go on later than this.
Okay, if you're once again hinting at a romance, I'll have you know that we spent the entire evening talking about Patrick Drake.
Isn't that a coincidence? Patrick interrogated me about your friendship with Robin. Whatever's going on, it's more than casual for him.
Well, good, because Robin's clearly in love with him.
What advice did you give her?
I told her to be honest about her feelings, that you can't just assume that the other person knows how you feel. So,
Yeah. So she's going to tell Patrick how she feels?
That's the plan, but I think Robin cares far more about him than she realizes.
Yeah, Patrick's definitely in denial.
Yeah, well, they're both too proud and defensive to admit their own feelings to themselves, much less to each other.
Yeah. I hope they work things out.
I do too. There's nothing more sad than finding love and then realizing too late you threw it all away.
Look at the horses.
Sounds like a good idea.
Here I am. Hi. How can I help?
How did you know that? Let me guess.
Alfred called and said that you requested my presence if at all possible.
I can't believe he keeps doing this.
Yeah, I was a little suspicious, but he sounded completely sincere.
Sincere? Oh, yeah, he's sincere, all right. So, why did I request your presence?
Because you're bringing young John to the hospital for a checkup, and you were far too nervous to call before you left.
Yeah, I was just telling Nicholas that there's nothing to worry about. John will get a clean bill of health.
I'm sure you're right. Have you checked him in yet?
Check? What do you mean? Check him in? He has to check in?
Yeah, even the son of the hospital's most generous benefactor has to check in, Nicholas.
Yeah, well, check in, right, I knew that, of course. Will you check him in?
Certainly.
Thanks. Wow, I didn't know bringing a child to the doctor was such a production.
Yeah, wait till he's a little bit older and he doesn't want to go. That's when the fun really starts.
Alfred shouldn't have dragged you into this, I'm sorry.
He's just concerned about you, Nicholas. Please don't be angry.
He can't keep manufacturing reasons for us to be together, though. But on the other hand, since you are here, do you mind staying for a while?
I don't have to start work for a while. I'd be glad to wait with you.
Thank you.
Is John having any problems?
No, it's just a routine checkup. I just want to get him on a schedule, make sure his immunizations are up to date.
He may need a shot or two.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
You don't have to be afraid.
I know.
It's perfectly healthy.
I know. He got such a tough start in life. I wanted to be there to help.
You spent as much time with him as you could.
I missed out on a pretty important connection with him, though.
And you're making up for it now.
I'm trying. I don't want John to grow up the way I did. When I got a checkup, it was a major event. All the doctors came over to the house, and my uncle had to have a consultation with them. He kept an eye on everything during the entire examination. I swore he took notes.
Yeah, that must have been so embarrassing.
I got world-class medical care, but I felt more like one of the prize horses being examined by the vet, and I don't want John to feel that way ever.
He won't. Nicholas, not with you around.
I want him to be a part of the real world. Know that he has a real home and a real father, not just an estate full of staff.
John knows that you love him. That's what matters. And you're going to be a wonderful father. You already are.
Dr. O'Donnell will see us now.
Hey, you want a sip? It's iced caramel mocha, your favorite.
Well, whatever happened to the, what was it, half calf skim cappuccino, no sugar?
Yeah, you converted me. So now it's my secret, sweet, guilty pleasure.
Listen, I'll speak to Alfred and, tell him to stop forcing you into my life.
Don't be too hard on Alfred. It's kind of charming.
Well, he needs to stop playing matchmaker. You have a life of your own. He has no right dragging you into mine.
I love John, and I'm glad to see him and help out in any way I can.
Emily, if you don't let me say something to Alfred, he'll be dragging you out to Windermere for candlelight dinners in no time. I promise you that.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't given up on me as a lost cause. But does he try to match you up with anyone else? Like Robin?
No. No, he knows better than that.
What do you mean?
Well, Alfred has figured out that I was the happiest I've ever been when I was married to you.
I'm glad we caught you.
We?
Miss Emily's here, of her own volition, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice surprise.
Yeah, I should have called first.
No.
We were just about to take a walk.
Oh, okay. No, I won't interrupt your plans. I just had a disagreeable few hours and I needed a dose of innocence to cheer me up.
Oh, okay. Well, we got plenty of that. Colleen, take the rest of the afternoon off. Emily and I will take John. Come here, buddy. It'll give us a chance to take a look at the new stables.
Oh, of course.
How do you see it?
Mark my words, those two will be a couple again in a matter of months.
He's a wonder every day, huh?
Yeah.
Are you sure you have to see that mare?
I really want to. I just don't know if we should take John to the stables. The horses might scare him.
No.
Oh, goodness. There we go. There we
Good
go.
Cassadine men aren't afraid of horses. Telling bedtime stories, that's a different issue, huh?
Well, John won't have that problem for a long time. He has you for that. Shall we?
Yeah.
Wanna go? Okay.
Here you go.
Bye-bye.
Alfred will keep an eye on him, too. Let's go.
Okay.
Lucky might be the person who's stealing the meds.
You know what? Nothing Elizabeth does surprises me anymore, but I thought you were above this high school garbage.
What are you talking about?
Don't cover for her. I know Elizabeth sent you down here to spy on me.
I just came here from Windermere. I had no idea that you were going to be here. What in the world is wrong with you?
I needed Elizabeth. I confided in her for the first time about something very important. And was she there for me? Hell no. Elizabeth just jumped all over me. You know what? Sometimes I don't even know why I married her.
Hey, look, I don't know what's going on between you and Elizabeth, but when someone you love is in trouble, when you're upset and emotional things don't always come out the way you intend, instead of indulging your feelings and letting them morph into anger, maybe you should think about where Elizabeth is coming from and why. Because I promise you, Lucky, whatever she said, however it sounded in the moment, came from a place of love. You say that you needed Elizabeth? Then don't be a fool and push her away.
Look, it's... Hello? Where is everyone?
Does anyone care that I was nearly killed in a collision tonight? An old man with a weak heart and
Hello, Grandfather.
Emily, what a lovely surprise. You haven't visited here in a long time.
I know. I'm sorry. I was hoping that it could be more than just a visit. I'd like to move home.
Oh, well, you're always welcome here, dear. Of course, heaven knows what the rest of the family will say, but it's none of their business. But I want you to tell me something. Did that cretin hurt you?
No, Grandfather. Other than a broken heart.
Oh, you cannot know how relieved I am that you have finally come to your senses and you have left that animal.
Can we agree on something, please? I know that you have no affection for Sonny.
truth be told, I detest that man. Do you know something? He tried to come after me physically after Justice was murdered. Me.
Sonny wasn't well.
Oh, you're the mistress of understatement.
Please, Grandfather, I want to come home, but if you insist on attacking Sonny, I'm going to be forced to defend him.
Well, as long as you are here and safe, I'll agree to anything. And listen, don't worry about the rest of the family. Now, the only one who may give you a bad time would be Tracy. But God knows we've forgiven her for much more than her bad taste in men.
I love you, Grandfather.
Oh, and I love you, dear. Oh, I do. And listen, I have to go tell Cook and Alice that we have something very special to celebrate tonight. I'm so glad you're back. Oh.
Had a sense you felt awkward about it, too.
No, not really. The truth is, I actually like it when Alfred brings Emily back into my life.
You miss Emily.
Yes, thank you, Alfred. Alfred seems happy.
Any day that he can lure you here is a good day for him.
So what do you want to see me about?
Well, I'm thinking about changing John's name. I tried to get used to it, but every time I say it, it reminds me of the lie that kept him away from me.
So you want to pick your own name?
Yeah. Does that seem petty at all?
I think I'd feel the same if I were you.
Oh, I'm happy that you understand.
So what have you come up with?
Sonny?
Shut up.
Colleen actually suggested Stefan.
Yeah, you loved your uncle very much, and he'd be thrilled to know that you named your son after him.
That's a generous thought, considering he once tried to kill you.
You loved him very much when you were younger, and, if the name feels right to you, then I think you should go with it.
I actually had another name in mind.
Please don't tell me Darius or Miko.
No. It's more dramatic than that. The Cassidines and the Spencers have been at war for decades, right? And Lucky and I used to say that war ended with us. For various reasons that hasn't seemed to matter. Maybe this is a way to bridge the gap so my children can live in peace. So, I want to name my son after my brother and sister. Spencer Cassidine. What do you think about that?
Nicholas, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And Luke will love it, of course.
Yeah, well, Lucky will, and so will Lulu, and I think it's the perfect gesture.
You can help. You be Spencer's godmother?
It's so nice of you to ask, Nicholas, but wouldn't Alexis be a better choice for a godmother?
I'm sorry I put you in an awkward position, didn't I?
How so?
Well, I'm sure Sonny's not comfortable with the idea of us being friends since
Sonny's not
our
an issue
divorce.
anymore.
What do you mean?
Things have changed.
I don't mean to pry, but...
No, it's all right. Everybody's gonna find out soon enough. Sonny and I broke up.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, for all his flaws, he was good to me. He taught me a lot of things, and he helped me out in many ways, and... You're relieved, aren't you?
I do think that you're better off without him.
You saw him at his worst, Nicholas, when he lost it on you at the Haunted Store, but he honestly never hurt me.
All the same, you're safer now, I think. And that's the last time I'm going to say that.
Okay, thank you.
I promise it.
All right.
But see, now there's no reason why you can't be Spencer's godmother.
See, Alexis is your aunt. She's more suitable than your ex-wife, or you could ask Lulu or Elizabeth.
You don't want to do it, or?
I just want you to be sure that you want me.
Well, I found myself remembering when we were married. You raised the idea of us of us having children. You were so sure that I would be a good father. And I knew that you would be a wonderful mother. I can't think of anyone more suitable than you to help me guide my son through life.
I'd love to be Spencer's godmother.
You would?
Of course. Moving on with my life and knowing that your son is going to be a part of it will give me something to look forward to.
Good, thank you. Now you're on diaper duty, so get upstairs. Let's go.
I'm delighted to hear that you'll be the godmother, Miss Emily. Would you like a quick refreshment?
Maybe next time, Alfred. I've got to run. That's a great name. You know, it was so sweet of you to pick that up. Yeah.
Thank you. And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
Walk you.
Okay. Thank you, Alfred. The last time I remember using my cell phone was on the launch on the way over here. I don't remember taking it out of my purse, but I've looked everywhere.
Not to worry, miss. We'll find your phone.
Yeah, I remember that Nicholas and I stood here for a while.
Let me check the stairs. You may have dropped it accidentally. You could look on the desk if you like.
Emily, I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, I can't find my cell phone.
That's funny. Alfred just waved me in and said I had a phone call, but he didn't mention you were here.
And I didn't hear the phone.
Right. We've been set up once again.
Again.
Yeah. What am I going to do about him? I mean...
Alfred? Well, obviously he can't help himself, so maybe you need to have a little talk with him.
I did. But I'll tell him again what I think about his little tricks. Excuse me.
This is a waste of time. I don't even remember using my cell phone here. I guess I've been kind of scattered since, saying...
Here, I'll dial your phone from mine and see if we can hear it ring. Well, either there's a tiny quartet hidden in the couch, or we've just found your phone.
Nicholas.
Emily.
Another setup. All
Yes,
right.
Alfred.
Mr. Nicholas, I thought you two might be thirsty.
Alfred, did you plant Emily's cell phone in the couch?
Why would I do such a thing, sir? Lemonade, miss? I picked mint from the garden and ground it into the ice cubes. A lovely, refreshing touch on a wretched day like today.
Thank you.
He's so guilty.
Yeah, you think?
Listen, we don't have to indulge him. Emily, if you need to get back to the hospital, go ahead.
No, I switched my schedule, so it's okay.
Well, that mint thing in the ice cubes he talks about, he's not kidding. It's really good. Listen, why don't we take these lemonades, go down to the shore? Colleen has Spencer there.
You know, I don't have my bathing suit. But I really wouldn't mind getting my feet wet, so.
Okay. Nicholas, is everything all right? The picnic's all set up. You're back.
Emily left her cell phone here by accident. I've invited her down the shore to see Spencer.
Oh, lovely. Spencer's already had his diaper change and he's slathered in sunblock, so you two have a nice time.
No, I didn't mean to exclude you.
Well, the picnic's only for two. Besides, I have 100 things I need to do, and I finally have the time to do them.
Well, I can have Alfred pack more food. It's no problem.
Please, I insist. It's almost time for Spencer's nap anyway, so you should go and enjoy him while you can. I'll see you when you get back.
Okay, we won't be long.
Okay.
You couldn't have done better if I had coached you myself.
I don't need coaching.
She's a lovely woman, don't you think?
Charming.
With little Spencer as a bridge, they'll certainly find their way back together.
Do you see the look on his face when his toes felt the water? He was all scrunched up. He didn't know what to make of it.
He nodded off on his way up to the stairs.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's just like his daddy. Falls asleep at the drop of a hat.
Never fell asleep when it mattered.
That's for sure. You're great with him, Nicholas. I swear he relaxes when he senses you near. And his eyes never stop following you. I love watching the two of you.
Oh, might be in for a brownout.
Yeah, I think everybody's been running their air conditioner full blast, huh?
Yeah, certainly not in this house, though.
You know, this old house seems lighter somehow now that Spencer's home.
It's been a long time since we've had this much joy around this place.
How was he?
Spencer Cassadine, gold medalist in the freestyle, thanks to her.
With so much support, the boy can't lose. With all that sunscreen on him, he'll slip right out of my hands. Time for a real bath.
Yeah.
Unless you'd like to.
No, he's had enough of us amateurs. You go ahead.
Oh, there are brownout warnings on the radio.
Yes, I know. But I have every bit of confidence that you know what to do in a crisis.
That's why you hired me, sir.
Yeah. I think I got more than I bargained for. Spencer adores you, and that makes me very happy. What?
I don't think Colleen cares much for me. It's subtle, but Colleen's demeanor changes when she sees me. She shuts down, Nicholas. On the other hand, when it's just you in the room.
What? I don't get it.
You're such a man.
Why? Why is that a bad thing? I mean, I just think Colleen really likes her work.
Yeah, why wouldn't she when she works for someone like you? You're charming, kind, the perfect gentleman.
Well, would it be better if I were rude to her?
But you have to be quite so perfect.
Am I missing something here?
Nicholas, there's an obvious reason that Colleen resents your ex-wife being around.
Emily, I think you're imagining
No,
things.
definitely not. I think Spencer's nanny is developing a very understandable crush on you.
Well, just in case you're right. Would that make you jealous?